Hey guys, I'm Ricky Marlene. Today we are with...
Yep.
And he's my broadcast partner for about the next 3 races, maybe even more. Because it's time to go racing at Michigan, aka the final race before we start the NASCAR All-Star, or the NASCAR Rowdy Energy Sim Series All-Star race.
AKA my favorite track.
From Bowman Gray Stadium. So basically today, if you're not in the top 20, it's your time to either drive your way up into the top 20 or win a race. Because if you don't do that today... well, you are going to have to compete. Yeah, you're going to have to...
You're dead.
You're going to have to compete in the All-Star Open, and you're going to need to finish top 3. Here are the standings entering today's race. Kyle Busch, he's taking a big old spike up into the points. He went from about 5th, 6th, up to 2nd after his Pocono win, which I thought he was going to lose because he pitted with like 2 to go, but then everybody else pitted, and then he won. Joey Logano, he's the leader in points. He's been struggling. So last race, you weren't here, so I'm going to explain it. We had, I think, about 14 drivers finish that last race.
Only 14?
At Pocono. 14 drivers finished. We did not get one full green flag lap in until around lap 20.
That Pocono was a death race.
It was.
Imagine the madhouse then.
I've tested the AI out at the Madhouse. They don't wreck too much. Just in case, though, we're probably going to have cautions off for that race.
Oh, that's going to make it even better.
Yeah, we might... I think what we'll do is we'll test cautions for the Open since we're only going to have about 19 drivers. Maybe a little more than that. And then, the All-Star race is going to have like 23 drivers. Which, the drivers locked into the All-Star race are Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski. Harvick's pretty much locked in, even though he hasn't won. Christopher Bell, Eric Almirola, Austin Cindric's locked in, Hamlin's locked in, and I think that's it. I think I've gone through every winner. I'm going to double check. But yeah, so currently Corey LaJoie is the last driver sitting in. Noah Gragson is only 5 points out with Cody Ware being... okay, no, he's way more out. Never mind. He's going to have a pretty good day if he wants to make it in. Currently looking at the last spot in the point. First of all, you got Bowman, who's just not had a good season. But hey, maybe he can get it done at Michigan today. And as we scroll further back in the points, we have 46 drivers competing in the series. Daniel Suarez has 27. No, he has 64 points. But yeah, as we go, George Russell is driving what will probably be his last points race in the series until we get to, if we go up a little more, the Daytona Road Course. So he's going to be a few races in a row. I forgot, yeah, he's going to the road course, then he will not race until Watkins Glen. Anyways, without further ado, I think we're going to get Michigan started. I'm going to say Harvick finally gets a win this year.
I'm going to go with Bowman.
Bold prediction. Alright, on the pole today is Big Bad Brad Keselowski. And starting to his outside is the man who's won the most races this year.
To your cars.
Kyle Busch. Okay, let me find... that was a horrible camera.
Rick Nelson.
Alright, here we go. They'll be sending them... I can't speak. They'll be sending them off.
Start your engines.
Any minute now after the driver starts your engines. Alright, you said Bowman's gonna win, and it looks like Bowman is going to be starting.
I don't even see where he is.
I'm looking on the... okay, he's starting pretty far back in this one. Larson, he's not in the top 20. Maybe there's possibility Larson gets a win today and sends himself to the All-Star race. Also see that Williams car, George Russell, he's 40th in the points with the win, sends himself to the All-Star race. I believe Ryan Blaney could send him... I think he's in the top 20, but he could lock himself in today. The 19, they can lock themselves in, despite them being in the top 20. Austin Cindric locked himself in with a win and a questionable race at Dover. I'd recommend go watching that.
Chaos.
Yeah, that was the most weird finish we've ever seen. Go watch that. I won't spoil the ending. If you have seen it, though, if you know, you know. Well, we're going to get ready to go green. We have 30 laps of racing at Michigan. Usually, At tracks like this, we can get some long runs in. I've been testing out a few new tracks for next season that are similar to tracks like Auto Club in Michigan. And they don't wreck too much there. There's a lot of close racing, but just not a lot of wrecking to be done at those tracks. Kyle Busch, though, he doesn't even need to win this race. And if Logano finishes far back enough, Busch will take the lead in points. One final time, we'll start a race before the All-Star race. Actually, not really, because you have the Open. Ladies and gentlemen, the green flag is out. We are underway from Michigan. I hope I don't immediately see the caution flag. If I do, boy. Larson right now is racing down to the inside here. It's been a struggle for...
Larson's car.
What?
I didn't even realize that was Larson's car.
Yeah, it's Larson's car. You know, he's struggled this year, but maybe he could turn it around. A little late, maybe, but, you know, we'll see. But Big Bad Brad, who's got a win at Martinsville this season, he's going to race his way far in front of the pack. Maybe he could get it done in Michigan. I believe Brad is from Michigan. I think he is.
I don't know. I'm going to go look that up now.
Okay. Anyway, Kevin Harvick now, he's trying to make his move to second. Boy, Kevin Harvick, he's had a good season. He just cannot win races. He's had some bad luck, too, these past few races.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, wow.
And speaking of guys who just have not had good luck in trying to win races this year, there's Mr. Truex Jr., he struggled to find his way to victory lane. He hasn't struggled running up front, but he struggled to find victory lane this year. We're going to go with our spectator cam, get a pretty wide view of the field, as I believe they're going through 1 and 2 right now. I was not paying attention. We're on lap 3 already, though. And it's Keselowski, Harvick, Truex Jr., Busch, and Larson, your top 5 from Michigan. A lot of single file racing right now going on. I see Byron up there. So, guys that are in must-win situations if they want to make it, I know George Russell is, because he's came in a little later this season, but has run well as we have a new leader. It's Kevin Harvick. I was viewing him. I'm stupid. Alright, there we go. Harvick's got a pretty big lead now, and them being too wide back there is that's not going to help him really close the gap, as Harvick's just going to extend on his lead here at Michigan. Actually, Keselowski caught up. Maybe Harvick can finally do it today. Harvick's pretty good at Michigan, so I can definitely feel it happening. That doesn't mean it will, though.
We're going to talk about how bad the rendering is on the crowd.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get a game from, like, 2003.
I mean...
that you could mod to make look better, though.
Yeah, the graphics aren't that bad, I think.
And now Busch, he's gotten to the back bumper of Keselowski. We'll see if they just... No, okay, never mind. Kyle Busch is going to go for the pass. That might... Busch is going to get past Keselowski. Can he clear him? Yeah, he's clear. Truex is going to get down there too, and now the man who is second in the points with the most wins this year, Kyle Busch, haunting for the lead now.
That's kind of showboaty. He doesn't even need to be participating. He could just pull down pit for the rest of the race.
That's true. Logano, who is the leader in points, is not even running top 10 right now. Ever since his win at Charlotte, it's been a bit of a struggle for that 22 crew. Is there a possibility we go through this thing without a caution? Because right now...
Yeah, that would be a first, wouldn't it?
No, no cautions at Daytona or Talladega, actually.
But we've had a caution with 14 people finishing the race at Pocono.
Yep, that was an all-time low in drivers finishing. They don't wreck at the super speedways, but they always race really close, and the finishes are always exciting. If you guys watch Daytona, you'll know that. Oh, Busch is going for the lead. And Harvick's... Yeah, there he goes. Kyle Busch could be going for number 6. as he'll look to extend as the most winningest driver.
Trying to get past on Harvick.
Side by side are Keselowski and Truex. Never mind, Keselowski clears Truex. A lot of single file racing going on. I see a pass back there. I'm not sure. It was a pass on Chase Elliott, who's also struggled this season.
Really?
Yeah, he has not had that good of a season. Harvick's pretty close to Busch here. I feel like it might be one of those races where, like, it's just it's just gonna be like two cars back and forth for the lead. We kind of saw that at Vegas. It was Busch and Harvick kept kind of taking the lead from each other, and once we thought Harvick had the win, Busch made the move to the inside, and at the last possible millisecond, Kyle Busch took the win from Kevin Harvick. As these guys are using the inside lane here. You know, Michigan, I feel like the inside lane is probably used a little more here. It's a very similar track to Auto Club. But at Auto Club, a lot of guys like using the outside. At Michigan, though, I feel like a lot of guys will be using this inside lane a little more.
Michigan's such a five-star now that it doesn't really matter which way you go.
I have no idea what you said.
I said Michigan's such a wide thing, it doesn't really matter which way you go.
Harvick's going to try to make the move on the 18 now. And he does not get it. And now there are three guys right behind Harvick. Keselowski and Truex are both going to go down.
Gonna go for the pass.
That might just help Busch extend this lead a little more. I don't know.
Is that a four-way draft, Busch?
Kind of. How fast are we running? So we're running well over 200 here at Michigan. Not a restrictor plate track, so you know, you do you at Michigan. We're going about 192 to 93 in the corners, and we're getting well over 200 on the backstretch here, as you can see. Kyle Busch bolting ahead down the backstretch. 210, 211, hit 211 on the backstretch. These guys are fast today.
Cal's still holding the lead, but Brad's kind of coming up behind him.
I'm pretty sure it still works like this, the points, but whoever leads the most laps actually does get bonus points. I'm pretty sure.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's how, I think it was already built into the points. So, if Busch can just pretty much lead for the rest of the race, maybe a little over the halfway point, he can probably get those extra points for leading the most laps. Right now, he's got an average lap of 205.59, and he also has the fastest lap with a 34.54. With Byron with the second fastest, Larson with the third fastest, then Truex, Blaney, Harvick, who was running second for a while, has the seventh fastest. Slowest lap today, put up by the 52 of Josh Bilicki. We love making fun of whoever's the slowest.
Why did you tell me you butchered his name, even though I know you didn't?
I don't know. His name, Josh Bilicki. Josh Bilicki. Bilicki. That's fun to say.
His name is Bilicki.
Bilicki. So yeah, we might not actually get any cautions once we cross the line coming onto the front stretch. That'll be halfway through already here at Michigan.
Watch you jinx it and the yellow just comes out.
Somebody like blows a tire.
His barrel rolling, pulling a Doc Hudson.
That's the only reason I'm skeptical about putting cautions on for this race at Bowman Gray, because I'm afraid we might just get like the slightest like spin up into the wall, just like one car. You know, no, he's not in anybody's path, and then running a caution.
Yeah, if you do it from that house, it might get a bit too chaotic, and on top of that, if you don't, and someone Doc Hudson's it, they're kind of screwed.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. I think, unless there's like a turn-off caution, or turn-off laps, like, you don't take like, if a caution comes out, they don't keep, like, counting the laps under yellow, I might leave cautions on, because then if they wreck so much to a point to where there's, like, 5 guys left, we shouldn't really be wrecking anymore. I don't know. I'm going to test that out with the Open. The Open is going to be about 25-ish laps, maybe a little more. And the All-Star race will be about 100. So it's not going to be that long of a race. As Harvick's
with that kind of stadium, even Bristol for the laps is longer.
It's a flat track where a college football team used to play football. So and then it was a high school football team.
And then they just decided to put some cars on it to drive around for hundreds of laps, meanwhile nearly killing each other.
It's going to be an interesting one as Kyle Busch, he's led us to lap number 19. I'm pretty sure Busch, nobody's really been trying to pass him, because nobody's been close to him yet. I don't know. I couldn't jinx it. I've been calling the winner a lot this year. I was saying at Dover, Kyle Busch is going to win with like 2 laps to go, and then an incident on track happened, and instead of going high, Kyle Busch drove it through the grass, and it slowed him down. And so did Anthony Alfredo, and Austin Cindric got probably one of the most undeserved wins of the year because of it. Harvick's looking low on Keselowski.
I mean, a win's a win, so...
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's the race that got a rookie locked in. So I'm going to have to go over who's into the All-Star race after this race. And I'm thinking about recording, we're thinking about recording the All-Star Open too. Oh, looks like we might have pit stops roll through in this one. I just watched the 19 car go down.
Oh, that was the 19?
Yep, that was the 19. Who'd you think it was?
I thought that was, what's it called, Harvick.
Oh, no, Harvick's in second. I don't know. Unless it was like an issue, I think we might be seeing pit stops, which could change the outcome of this race. I don't know. Oh, this whole pack is going down.
Yeah, we're seeing pit stops.
Everybody's going down. That is going to put the 38 of Anthony Alfredo into the lead. Crap. Rookie is in the lead.
Wow.
We've seen rookies in the lead this year. And I think Alfredo might have led some laps at Talladega, but he's going to lead some laps. There's that 63 of George Russell. I don't think they're going to be winning this thing, though.
Thing is, the rookie's going to need to pit just like all the other guys.
And I believe the 38 is slowing down. I think he's going to head down. The 1's going to follow, so will the 6. Who's that put in the lead? I don't think that puts Russell in the lead. Okay, we need to find out who's in the lead. Oh, no! Almirola just got shoved into the grass by De Benedetto, who's had a rough few weeks since Charlotte. After the caution came out, it was a 3-way wreck from the leaders between De Benedetto, Russell, and, okay, Kurt Busch? No, wait, we're gonna wait for him to roll back around and see. Kurt Busch, I don't think he's in right now, so if he wins today, he's locked in. Usually, whoever was leading, when the pit stops come through, that's who's in the lead. But we're gonna double check here once De Benedetto crosses. I guess it's Kurt Busch. But he's coming off a pit road, though, so it can't be. Okay, I'm going to wait for Kurt to cross the line, and we'll hopefully get a standings update. That's the thing I hate. We have to wait for guys to cross the line. There's Austin Cindric. He's got to win this year. Could he extend to that? Okay, it's the 4 car. I said it. I think Harvick is going to win this thing. And, oh, no. He's got top 2 guys in the race right now have not won a race this year. They have struggled. But they got the guy who's dominated the season, Kyle Busch, who's gonna get extra points for most led laps. They got him back in 3rd. So both of those guys, I wouldn't say are in great positions, but if Busch doesn't make that move soon, it's gonna be Truex or Harvick, I think. We'll see though.
Probably just jinxed him.
Probably did. They're gonna wreck for the lead. Kyle Busch is gonna take the lead and win the thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. As Harvick, I feel like they're actually getting a gap on Busch. I could be wrong though. As I'm gonna go back to our TV1 because nobody's near the leaders right now. Closest guy is Byron, and he's about 3 seconds back. Well, almost 4 actually.
Now that we got those pit stops rolled through, a lot of guys are what's called spread out around the track.
5 laps to go from Michigan. It's been an exciting race lead-wise, especially when you get these like late race pit stops. The race definitely gets exciting. Did I call it? Did I call Harvick winning this thing? I might have.
We still got 4 to go.
5. Well, it's gonna be 4 at the line.
So yeah, we're going in turn 2 and 3 up present.
I don't know.
Right now, 4.
I'm trying to. Is Truex holding up? Oh! Look who's going to the inside. He's gonna try to catch up. Harvick might as well be the most unlucky driver this year if he cannot win this thing. We have 4 laps to go. It's a pretty big gap, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that 18 has been fast this year. We've seen it so many times where that 18 has had a pretty big gap between him and the leader. And to the point where the 18 catches up to the lead and takes it. Take Vegas for an example. The top 2 are these 2 heading onto the front stretch. Busch got to the inside, made the move, won Vegas. Barely over Harvick, and right now that gap is really starting to close.
Truex is also lurking in the background though, so could he make some shot of both of them?
Will Busch make his move? No. He's gonna have to somehow get Truex to make the move with him too, if he's gonna make it down the backstretch. But right now, Harvick's got the lead. We've got 2 laps to go, and Busch is gonna have to try to make that move fast. Oh! I saw Truex kind of peek down there, and I was like, no, Truex is gonna go for it. And you know, if Truex goes for the lead before Busch does, it's over, really. I think Harvick. Oh, and there it is. There it is. I don't think Truex is gonna be able to catch up in time. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Can Truex get there? White flag is waving. Can Harvick finally get himself into victory lane? If he can. I was about to say he'll be the first Ford to get into victory lane, but no, the first Ford to get in victory lane was Austin Cindric. It's been a struggle for Ford this year. I think the gap is a little too big. Truex is going to have to video game it. Can he pull off a Larson video game? I don't know. We'll see. Through 3 and 4, it's not close. Kevin Harvick. It took him 15 races to finally do it. Harvick is going to win his first race of the year. I called it. Kevin Harvick. Took him long enough.
One more lap, though.
If there were one more lap in this race, I think Martin Truex Jr. could have gotten him. I think he killed Busch's race, though, because I was about to say, as Truex was making the pass, if Truex goes for the lead before Busch does, it's going to slow him down too much, and Harvick is just going to be able to expand the lead, and that's exactly what happened, and Kevin Harvick was able to win this thing. And you know, it took him 15 races of sticking around the lead, and actually 14 of sticking around the lead, and not being able to get it. But today he finally gets it, and he holds it to the end. Kevin Harvick is a first-time winner in the Rowdy Energy NR2003 Sim Series. Let me add it to my list of winners. He can finally put his name in there. We race at Michigan very soon after this, too. So maybe he can get his second win. Kevin Harvick, 1 win. Alright, so the drivers that locked themselves in with wins are Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Eric Almirola, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, and Kevin Harvick. Okay, I just realized a mistake I made. I said Harvick would have been the first Ford driver, and I said, wait, no, Cindric was. I got Ford and Chevy mixed up. Chevy has not won a single race so far this season. It has only been Ford. No, it has only been Ford and Toyota. And Toyota leads with 10 wins. And Ford has 5 wins. So Ford has put up what half of Toyota has this season. It's kind of embarrassing if you ask me. Let's go ahead and click done. There it is. Finally, we get to see Harvick's name as the winner. Well, actually we don't. I was about to say we race at the Daytona Road Course next. We don't, because we actually race at Bowman Gray Stadium. Yes, which is coming up. So I couldn't find a Daytona that had, like, the front stretch chicane that was right here. I can only find just, like, the backstretch chicane part with the infield, so we won't be seeing that once we get here. And it's Russell. Russell's going to race the Open and in the All-Star, maybe in the All-Star race. But the drivers that will be going to the All-Star race are Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr., Anthony Alfredo, Matt DiBenedetto, Eric Almirola, Austin Cindric, Ryan Preece, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman, Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Cole Custer, and Corey LaJoie. And everybody else, I believe everybody else, because I don't think anybody outside of the top 20 has a win. Yeah. Everybody else will have to be competing from Cody Ware all the way down here to Daniel Suarez. Will have to race their way in and finish top 3. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to have to go ahead and write the drivers locked in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next